Hello everyone, I am Anamika Singh and today I am going to share the details about setting up Cloudera VM in your laptop so you can do the exercises related to HDFS, Hive, Pig, MapReduce, HBase, Scoop and others whichever you need. Okay, so for that you need some set of softwares to be download and install in your machine. One of that is VirtualBox. Another one is 7G, which is for extracting the zip file, and third one is Cloudera Quickstart VM. Okay, so all these three I have uploaded to this Google Drive location. You can just go here and download and follow the same process, whatever I am going to do now, and it will be done for you. You will be good to start with your exercises and practical. Okay, so let me click here. You can see all that three. This is for 7G, this is Cloudera Quick Start VM, and this is VirtualBox. Okay, so for this VirtualBox, you can take the latest version from Google. That would be more better. Okay, and for this Cloudera Quick Start VM, if you see the size here, this is 4 GB, around 4 GB, right? So this is going to take a good amount of memory, like your RAM from the laptop. So it should be minimum 6 GB or 8 GB, or if that is more than that, then it is more better because as it is going to take 4 GB by default, your system will be slow. Your laptop will hang a lot if that is having less memory. So if your laptop is having 6 GB or 8 GB or more than that, then only plan for it. Otherwise, you can think for alternative like downloading the Hadoop package from Google, and then you can do the setup installation and all. In that you need some steps to do. Here this is quite easy because simply you have to install this and extract this and then import. That's it, and it is ready. One node cluster will be available for you. So this is kind of ready-made, you can say. And if you are going for the alternative where you are downloading the Hadoop and doing the setup, that is also not complex, but yeah, if you are comparing with this, then yes, it is. But that would be helpful if you are having not that much memory available in your laptop. If I am assuming that your laptop is having around 6 GB or 8 GB minimum memory and you are going with it. Okay, so let's start with the process how you can install and set up this so you can start with the doing exercises and all. Okay, fine. So I am not going to download because I have already downloaded. Okay, you download it whenever you are planning to do the setup. For me, as it is already downloaded, so I will just go to that location and will start from there. Okay. So here if you see, I have already downloaded this VirtualBox 7.0.20 version and Cloudera Quick Start VM. Okay, that 7G for extraction, zip extraction, I have not downloaded because I am going to extract this zip folder with the default one. So you can also do the same if you like and working fine for you. Both things are there. Okay, if extraction is not happening properly, then you may face issue. So that is the perfect one. You can use that. Okay. Now let's start. So for starting, first I will install this VirtualBox. Once this VirtualBox is installed, then we will go ahead with this Cloudera. Okay, let me install this first. So once this is installed, then we will extract that Cloudera folder and we will start with that. Okay, so this is easy. It will not take much time. So this is happening and just wait for a few seconds and then we can see that, yeah, it's done. Okay, it is done now. Now we can see this one. This is asking, this is coming here, and now we need to import. In file, if you click on the file, you can see option import appliance. So here we have to import this Cloudera package, whatever we have downloaded. But before download, we have to extract this. Okay, I will extract this here and let me do it. So extract all. Let it do. And then we can see it as it is 4 GB. So of course this is going to take time. So let's wait for a few seconds and then it will be done. Once this is done, then we can start with the next phase. Okay. Actually, this is very easy. So I prefer this instead of setting up Hadoop locally in my Windows. Okay. So let it done. Then we can see the next one, how we can do this setup. Okay. This is still in progress, and it is about to done now. Okay. So yes, it is almost done, and finally done. Okay. It is done here. You can see. In this Cloudera, I can see too. So this we are going to import. Okay, fine. Now this has been extracted. Now I am going to this uh, Oracle VM VirtualBox, which just we installed. Now I need to import. I will go to this import option, import appliance, and this is asking for a location. Where is that? What I want to import. Okay, so I want to import I will take from this T, and then I have training, and inside training I just did it here. Okay, yeah. So if you come back, you can see that this is, and inside this we just extracted, and yeah, this. So this is one. I am going to open it. Okay, so let me select and then open. It is done. Fine, then I will do next. Nothing else to do. Okay, next and then finish. Once I did finish, then you will see that okay, it is importing appliance. Here you can see. Once this is 100%, then we have to do some settings, and then we are good to start it. So let it done. It is a bit slow, I can say, because we are working with the Cloudera VM in our laptop. So you may have see this that this is taking few seconds or sometimes 1 2 minutes. You can experience that. Okay, so for that it is done. Now what I will do, this is here you can see the option general system display storage and all. So for each and everything default setting is okay. We do not need anything else. Default is fine. Here you can see system base memory. By default it has taken 4 GB, 4096 MB, that means 4 GB, right? And boot order, hard disk, optical, and all. Everything is okay, but we need to set up this. So for this system, by default, this has taken this 4 GB, but I want to increase it to make it performing better. Uh, with 4 GB, it will be a bit slow. But again, this is based upon the memory available in your laptop. If that is more, you can provide more. If that is less, then you have to adjust accordingly. Just make sure that your laptop performance is also not impacting. That should work fine, right? Okay. So for now, I will randomly give something. Okay, just doubling whatever it was. Okay, fine. Then I am giving this much. I think it would be around 8 GB, right? Okay, so let me do this. Uh, okay, so this is around 8.6 GB, and let me take, I will take around 9. Okay, okay, so this is around 9 GB. I think it should be fine. Actually, in my laptop, I have good RAM size. So I am taking this much, but you can take of 6 GB also would be fine. 6 GB, 8 GB would be much. 6 GB is also better, not an issue. Even you can go with 4 GB as well. That you may face some slowness. You can see that it is working bit slow, but that will work, not an issue. Okay, fine. So this here I set up, I increase the memory and then processor. For processor, there is one CPU by default, so I will take two CPU. Okay, and here you have to make sure that this is enabled to PAE NX. Anyways, by default it will be, but if it is not, then you can enable it. That's it. I set up the memory. I am giving to CPU. You can give any number, but again, based upon your laptop only, your system. You have to make sure that it's available, and then this one should be enabled and it will be by default. So I did two things. One, this inside this motherboard option increase the base memory, and in processor option I am just increasing this processor. I set up two, it was one by default. uh, that's it. I am not going to do anything else. It is enough. Now I will click on OK and my setting is done. Now you can see whatever I had imported, Cloudera Quickstart VM, here we can see, and also we did the system setup. We are ready to start the Cloudera VM. Here you can see we have a start option. Even you can click here as well, or you can start from here. I will click here and then start option, normal start. I am going to start this. Okay. So let it start and it may take few minutes, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. It is a bit slow for starting. Anyways, first time this will be taking some time. Okay, so let it be and let it start first. So yeah, you can see this is started and you have to be patient. This is going to take some time. Okay. Okay, so this will take some time, few minutes, and in that meantime, let's discuss about Hadoop. What is Hadoop and why we are going to use it little bit because this is going to take some time. So for Hadoop, we can say that Hadoop is an open source framework developed by the Apache Software Foundation for processing, storing, and analyzing large data sets in a distributed computing environment. And it allows organizations to work with big data, which refers to extremely large and complex data sets that a traditional data processing system can't handle efficiently. Okay. And Hadoop is based on the MapReduce programming model, which enables parallel processing across multiple nodes. Nodes in the sense a group of machines. We say it server in a cluster, and means you can say you have a cluster is a group of machines, so multiple nodes means servers, multiple nodes are there, that those are grouped together and finally it's a cluster. So it uses a distributed file system, that is HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system, where we store the file and based upon the file we do all the processing to store the data and ensuring fault tolerance. So Hadoop is having the key components like HDFS, MapReduce, Yarn, and Hadoop Common. If we talk about HDFS, then this is a full form of HDFS is Hadoop Distributed File System, and that is for storing large data sets across multiple nodes with replication for the fault tolerance. And if we talk about MapReduce, then a programming model for processing data in parallel across nodes. And next is yarn. Full form of that is yet another resource negotiator. That is for managing the computing resources and scheduling the tasks. And finally, we have fourth, that is Hadoop Common. Okay. And that is for providing the necessary utilities and the libraries. So one question is here that why is Hadoop is so important for the industry? Why people are preferring this for processing the big data? So we have multiple platforms. Previously, Hadoop was more in use. Now we can see that in most of the projects, cloud is introduced where a few projects are running over uh, AWS, few are running with Azure, GCP, and others. But still, some projects are running with on-premise Hadoop Cloudera setup itself. Okay, so this is having its own role and importance. Everyone is having some pros and cons, and according to the use case and business requirement, we have to use it. Okay, so it is having some, not some, I can say multiple advantages, and out of that, one is scalability, where Hadoop can scale horizontally by adding more nodes to handle growing data volume, and then cost effective. It as it is using commodity hardware that is making more affordable compared to high-end storage and processing systems. Then uh, handles diverse data types where you can process either structured, semi-structured, or unstructured data. Unstructured data in the sense like logs, images, audio, videos, and all. Then for the five halt tolerance, we know that if we are dealing with a good amount of data, then maybe there can be a condition where there is data loss. So whenever we are using this system, this distributed model for the Hadoop, then data is replicated across the nodes. By default, it follows with three replica, and that is ensuring availability even in case of hardware failure. If hardware fails, then it will be good to recompute, do the recomputation and recover the data from another available replica. Another advantage is fast processing of the big data. So if we have good amount of data, then it will be processing with the distributed manner, and distributed processing ensures efficient handling of the large data sets. And it is used in many kind of different use cases, like you can say uh, finance, healthcare, retail, telecommunications, e-commerce, and all, for example, customer behavior analysis, fraud detection, predictive analytics, and recommending the recommendations, doing making the recommendation for different data for their customers and all. And one thing is again that as it's open source and community support is available, so no license cost is required, and backed by a large developer community for continuous improvement and support if you are opening any tickets and all. Okay, so this is about Hadoop. At high level, we can say that Hadoop is having ability to handle big data uh, cost effectively combined with its scalability and fault tolerance, which makes it an essential tool for industries looking to gain insights and remain competitive in a data driven world. Okay, so in the meantime, we can see that this Cloudera Quickstart VM is done. It's started. Okay, here what you can see that this is started. This is quick start Cloudera, and here you can see address, IP address. Okay, manager node and worker node. If you compare this IP address from your laptop's IP address, it will be different. It is not same because this is a different machine, different VM, right? And your laptop is different. If you want, you can verify it. So let's do that. So let me type here ipconfig, and then you can see the IP address detail. So here you can see IP address for Ethernet adapter and for wireless LAN adapter. This is the IP address. So if you will match this IP address with Cloudera VM, it will be completely different. Okay, see this is completely different. Okay, anyways, we are not going to focus on that. Let's start this service. So I will just cancel it and then cancel this one as well. And here you can I need to start this service, all the services. So I will click here, click on this option. You can see setting down CDH service via init script. It will shut down and then it will start it. Okay, so again, this may take a few seconds. So let's wait for that. So this is a kind of different machine, virtual machine you can say. You just import it and now it is available for you, where everything will be available without doing any manual setup. You have to just start the services. Once all the services are running fine, then you can use it without doing anything additional, uh, without any additional effort. Okay, so let it done. So this is in progress. Let it complete. This will not take much time. It is almost done. As you can see, this is running this config file. It is zookeeper config file. This is in this path, and this is first disabling this CDH services, and then starting Cloudera Manager daemons, and then waiting for Cloudera Manager API. Once that is done, then it will be okay. Then we can go with the next step. Okay, so just wait for a few seconds more. Okay, so finally it's done. Now you can see this is saying success. You can now log into the Cloudera Manager from the Quickstart VM browser. This is giving the browser link. So I will copy this. Okay, and then let me copy, and here you can see username and password. This is providing the username and password. Using this we can do the login. So let me go to this browser. Here you can see we have browser available. I will open this, and then okay, this is done. So here I will paste the same, whatever I copied. And here you can see that it had provided this username Cloudera, password Cloudera. So using this only I am going to log in. So we have this Cloudera as username and password both. Let me log in. Here I will click on this. I agree. Now it is asking the username and password. So let me type that Cloudera, and here as well. Okay, I want, if you want to remember it, then you can click here, then login. So it will always not ask the username and password. Okay, so it is done. Now you can see all these services are available with this cluster. This is one node cluster. Okay, one data node, and you have the resource manager and node manager. Here you can see host, key value store, Spark, Scoop, client, Scoop 1 client and 2, Yarn, HBase, HDFS, Hive, View, Impala, Uji, Solar, and Zookeeper. These are the services available. Okay, if you want to explore more, you can go here. You can see the clusters, and then here you can see all the generals, host, and all. Then go to this one, and then you can see this is one. These are the roles, and last heartbeat, and load average, disk usage, and all physical memory, how much it is having, how much it's used, and then all the details, whatever you want to check, you can check from here, and accordingly you can go here. You have Cloudera Manager, where it will be giving the details related to it, like this is about your whatever we had already seen, right? Okay, so here you have to start the services which you want to use. Zookeeper is required to start. In the later session, we will discuss about Zookeeper and all the services in very detail, what it is and how it works. So for now, you can understand that Zookeeper is required to start. It should run, and then you have to start HDFS, Hive. HDFS is for file storage system. So whatever services you required, you can just start, and then it will be up for you. Everything will be ready. But for now, I want to, if you want to start the individual service, let's say I want to start Zookeeper, I can click here, start. It will be started. But for now, I want to start all the services as it's first time I started, right? And maybe I can explore more services from here instead of a single one. So instead of doing individually for each one, I will start from here. So if you want to start all the services here in the Cloudera Quick Starter, first option you can click here and you will having the option start, restart, stop and all. So I will do start. Then it will uh, start the entire service. Okay. So let it run and let it complete the process. As it is starting all the services, it may take a few minutes, maybe seconds, 2 minutes, I can say. So let it run. Okay, so you can see here, this one started on service zookeeper, completed one step successfully. Then it is working with HDFS with the start with followers on service HDFS. So this is running. Once that is done, then it will start for the remaining another services. Okay, here you can see status is progress. Once this is done, then it will be completed. So let it complete for another services as well. Okay, okay, so this is also done. Now it will not take much time. These many are there. Okay, let it complete. Then once it is completed, then we are done. And in the meantime, I can show you this one, this document. So here I have mentioned all the steps for the installation and all. You can go through it. And for the starting, uh, you can start with it and all the steps are mentioned here. I will take it. Okay. This document is provided once we are going to explore this in the session. Okay. So this is all about that, and this is done. Okay, fine. So let's see here. This is still running. And here again, let me go with this. So, okay, let me close it and check this terminal. Okay, this is the one. Let me close this as well. This is not required. And let me minimize it for some time. Here you can see we have one more option. This one, this launch Cloudera. I had started from here, launch Cloudera Express. This is for enterprise. Okay. So here you can see I have this command. If you want to start from this, the service which we had started from here, you can start from this one as well. You have to just copy it. Anyways, I will not start because my services are already started with another option. But if you want to go with this, you need to copy and then open any app, this terminal. And once you are opening the terminal, then you can run this command as it is. Okay. So if you are running this command, then it will ask for either express or enterprise. So you can say enterprise. Enterprise. And once you will click, then it will start the CDS services like it was done for this. Okay, previously we had it. Okay, so they both are same. Either you do with the sudo command or you do directly with the click like I did. If I will click, then it will start. I can show you, but I will kill immediately because I do not need. Okay, so you can see this is started. I just cancelled. It is started down CDS services via init script and all, but I do not want because my services has already ran successfully and it's started. Everything is fine, and I am starting my services also, so this is not required. Okay, now I will go to this page and see. Okay, so these many has been started, and this is the last one. Okay, so you can see that either you can start with the click based how I had, and another also I showed you with the command sudo command you can start with enterprise option. And once that is done, your CDS service is running fine, then you have to start the services. It should run. Otherwise, you may get some issue. It will not be perfectly running for you. You will be getting the connectivity related connection related exception. Okay. So let it done. Uh, it is executing for command start and two services concurrently. Okay, so let it done, and then we can see the next. Okay, so here we can see that it is also done, and then finally it started with Hue on service Hue. This is in progress. This may take again few seconds, and let it done. Then we can continue with the exercise. We can see if all the services are fine and we are good to start with the practical. Okay, yeah, it's done. And then all good. Fine. Then let me go up, and here you can see finished. Status is finished. Initially it was in progress. Fine. So this is saying that all services successfully started. Now I will close it. You can close from here, and all good. Anyway, here you can see some health issue. You can again check by restarting the services. It will be fine. I will go to okay, all good now. It was just in progress, so it is. You can see all green. Remaining all will also be fine. Maybe in few seconds. As this is in progress, here you can see Cloudera management services. Okay, so all good. Then we'll go to terminal. Anyway, I will close this terminal and I will start the fresh one. I will close this one as well, and I will start a new terminal from here. Now I will just run few commands to show you. Here I can write, let's say LL. Oh yeah, I can see these are the few folders and files. I can do ls. Again, we can see I want to create a new directory, mkdir, and today is 1st Jan. So 1st Jan 2025. So this will be making the directory. If I will do ll, then I can see. Okay, 1st Jan. Yeah, this directory is created. Okay, so this is working. So this is my local directory. This is not Hadoop. Hadoop means HDFS. I have to create in HDFS. So for that, we have commands with either with Hadoop FS or HDFS DFS. Both are having few differences internally, but work-wise, it will be working in the same way. Okay, so in the session, we will discuss in detail what is the differences between them. But for now, let's verify with the syntax either that is working fine or not. Okay, so I will type Hadoop FS and LS. Let's see if that is working. If this is working fine, then it should return without any error. Otherwise, it will be having error, connectivity related error, some exception. There is no exception. It worked fine. Again, similarly, you can do HDFS, DFS, and LS. Both command will work. Either you can do with Hadoop FS or HDFS, DFS, and remaining command will be like here you did LS for the local, and for Hadoop command you have to mention this Hadoop FS or HDFS, DFS as prefix of your syntax. So you can see both works. Now I will create a directory in Hadoop folder as well. So means in Hadoop path. So we'll do Hadoop fs hyphen mkdir and I will create learning data engineering and I will create one more folder with the hdfs dfs and we'll see if both are created successfully. Okay, this is done. Now I will create one with dfs, that is with data engineering only, and let's say hdfs dfs. Let's run it. Now, if we check, both directors would have created. So you can use any, you can run your Hadoop command with either Hadoop FS or HDFS, DFS, any is fine. There is no issue. It's optional. You can choose any out of both. So let it return successfully. Let it create, then we will verify it. And okay, so it is taking few seconds. Okay, let it done. Then you can see it's created without any issue. It is returning fine. Okay, now we'll verify. So let's do ls command, hdfs dfs ls. Both the directories should be appearing. Learning data engineering and data engineering both we created with Hadoop FS and HDFS DFS. Okay, so let it return and then we will verify with another service like Hive. Okay, so let it done and then we can check the another one. Okay, so now you can see here HDFS, DFS, LS, both the directories are here. Okay, again I can try for creating one more directory and just test and then we can verify that. And here uh, I will open one more terminal and then I will verify for the Hive if Hive is starting fine. So let that test directory create and here we have opened one another terminal and I will simply run Hive. If it is working fine then it will return the console. Okay, so let it start and here it is with the test creation of test. So for Hive, if we want to work with Hive, just we have to type this HIVE Hive and then it will be starting, and then we can go ahead with the creation of table and data load, managing the data, querying the table, and all. We can do all the things. Okay, so let's wait for that. So, okay, so let Hive run. Here you can see this test directory is created. Again, I will run one more time ls command just to see if I am getting all three directories. And here, let's see this Hive. As this is our additional setup one node cluster available, right? So this will be a bit slow. You may experience this, but again, just take it for your exercises practical, so you will be hands-on. And if you are working in the real time, you will be having the real time cluster that will be having a good number of nodes and all. And speed wise, that will be completely fine. There will not be having this much latency. That will be okay. So don't worry about that. This is just a platform to do all the exercises, be hands-on, be confident, to crack the interviews and do a good job in your future projects and assignments. Okay. Okay. So let it be. Let it start. Okay. So you can see logging initialized using configuration jar file. This is the jar file which is already available in this Cloudera VM. And using this property, this is starting Hive. So let it work. Okay. Here for this ls, you can see this data engineering and the learning data engineering test, all these gets created. We can see this. So this HDFS commands you can run like this. And here just I am trying to show you that all the services are running fine and we are good to start. You can start with your exercises now. Okay. So let it complete. And this is really very good for the exercises. Of course, for my data engineering training, this is helpful. I uh, ask everyone to do the installation and do the practice, and I can say that everyone does it, and they feel confident for the exercises and all, and they are really very good with all the hands-on exercise. Okay, so here you can see Hive is there. Now we have logged into Hive and we can start with this. So just for the test, I will try to see the database. If any database is available, of course, by default, the default database is so database is. And you can see the default database it will return. Okay, so here let it return. Yeah, okay. And default database is available. Okay, just one row. So like this, you can start your exercises, do hands-on, and feel free to ask any questions. If you are going through the videos over the YouTube, and if you have any question, just comment, and I will be back to that once I read it. And I provide data engineering training. If you are planning for that, just join. And I believe that I can make you sure that if you are completing this 3 month training for the data engineering, you will be having the confidence to crack the interview and get a good job with a good offer amount, uh, good salary. And I cover Hadoop and Azure and AWS services, and that will make you more confident to crack the interview related to all these three platforms. Okay, so this is about this Cloudera quick start VM to start your Hadoop exercises. In later videos, we will be discussing about another topics. I hope that this was helpful for you. If this is really helpful, then do like and subscribe. Okay, and if you are planning for joining my session, then just drop a note, or you can send the email to me over this email ID. Just I will type here. Okay, you can note it: official dot the basic teacher at the rate gmail.com. Okay, this one I am highlighting this one. Okay. Okay, so you can drop a note and I will be responding to you. And let's meet in another video with some another good and useful content. For that time, have a good day. Bye.